Hey, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to walk you through some of the highlights of the Defender XDR platform for the month of December 2023. Okay, so Defender XDR is the new name for Microsoft 365 Defender. Let's start there. This here is the page where I'm taking all my information from. This is from the official product manager for Microsoft, Heike Ritter. She leads the team there within the Microsoft team, and she keeps us on top of everything that's going on with Microsoft 365 Defender. Now, some of the highlights here. And let's do it from the top down. Okay, so first news for the Microsoft Defender XDR platform, the overarching single portal for everything under the XDR platform for Microsoft. Last month, Microsoft announced the integration of this platform alongside with Sentinel. So all your incidents are going to be shown from Sentinel and XDR platform are going to be shown on the same platform. This is in preview, so very exciting from there. If you want more information, there's all the links for everything in here is going to be in the description. Next up, the integration of Security Copilot with this new integrated portal with the embedded experience as well, and a lot of capabilities for your security analysts and engineers to be able to pull all of these different skills through Security Copilot. Very exciting news for the generative AI integration with the XDR and SIEM capabilities of Microsoft stack. Also, something I'm particularly looking forward for my customers is the ability to bring in Defender for Cloud alerts into Defender XDR platform. This is exactly what's been announced here as well, to correlate Defender for Cloud workloads alerts into your XDR portal. This is a unique capability that's been announced in preview and something that's going to bring a lot more enrichment to alerts and incidents generated by XDR platform. Very exciting. Next up, getting email notifications for any actions on Defender XDR, particularly important for auditing and for change management tracking procedures. There's a note here about virtual Ninja Show episodes. So if you are aware, or if you're not, Microsoft does their virtual Ninja Shows hosted by Heike. Great little short episodes, 20-30 minutes episodes, going deep dive into particular topics. Highly recommend to have a look if you want to digest and consume more of this kind of information. Next up, going over to the service side of Defender XDR, which I'm going to unofficially as Defender Experts, okay? Or Defender X in my diagram. Defender for Experts is a service provided by Microsoft on top of your XDR investment, and what it allows you to do is gain the most out of Microsoft expertise, SOC team to raise alerts for you and help you in your SOC go through alerts generated by our XDR platform. What's new for it is a range of enhancements to the service, including customized managed response, API integration for third-party SIEM, case management tools, new Teams app, expedited onboarding, and a new Defender Experts banner on the Microsoft Defender homepage. There's also the ability to perform your own readiness assessment. This one here, I want to bring up the official page for it so that you can have a taste and a look at what this assessment looks like. This here on screen right now is what this assessment looks like. It's a page within the XDR portal that tells you if your deployment is ready or not to receive the Defender Experts service. So great little tool there for you to understand what actions are needed and of course what assets are potentially protected by the service there. And lastly, Defender Experts for Hunting now lets you generate sample Defender Experts notifications so that you can have a look at and experience what that service looks like. Moving on to Endpoint, and apologies for my handwriting. It's terribly difficult to write that way. Defender for Endpoint has had a number of significant improvements on the side of its ability to deploy to Linux. One of these such features is the ability for it to provide security for Windows subsystem for Linux, and that's now in public preview. That's very exciting for anyone in any environment that utilizes Windows subsystem for Linux in their environment. So having your own isolated Linux box within your Windows environment without the need to have a VM or hypervisor installed in your machine. Now this is supported for Defender for Endpoint. I also want to touch on the simplified security settings that's now in GA. So this has been a long-awaited capability that's been in public preview there for a couple months now, and now it's GA. This streamlines security settings management from the Defender portal, Defender XDR portal, and it also encompasses native support for Linux and macOS and reliable device enrollment. They're removing the dependency on Entra ID. Very exciting. Next up, Defender for Identity. Essentially something great for keeping your logs for longer than 30 days. So identity timeline now includes more than 30 days of data. Defender for Identity is gradually rolling out an extended data retentions on identity details to more than 30 days. So the identity details page on timeline, which includes activities from Defender for Identity, Defender for Cloud Apps, Defender for Endpoint, currently includes a minimum of 150 days, is growing. There might be some variation in data retention rates over the next few weeks. Next up, Cloud Apps. Within Ignite, Microsoft announced a new category for Defender for Cloud Apps, the ability for it to find generative AI tools in your environment, and it already has more than 400 of these generative AI. So first and foremost, you understand that there are 400 different services that utilize generative AI services out there in the web. It's massive, but also they can all be found and categorized properly by Defender for Cloud Apps for easy finding and easy categorization and policy creation. Something I'm very excited about is the general availability for more discovery of shadow IT events from Defender for Endpoint. So essentially now customers can see shadow IT from data from Defender for Endpoint devices, even those that are behind the network proxy. Right, so that's very exciting. So it means you don't only have to rely on your firewall logs being ingested in Defender for Cloud Apps, but your Defender for Endpoint can also allow you to see shadow IT information surfaced into the platform. And Office 365. Essentially now we have the ability to create and manage simulations or attack simulations using the Graph API. So this makes it easier, not just rely on the GUI, greater for management side of things. Also, we have the better experience for the incident and email entity summary panel within the platform. Essentially, as SOC analysts we have the ability to take multiple actions together. So we can take email remediation actions, create submissions, tenant level block actions, investigate actions, and propose remediation all from the same panel. To close up, I'm going to highlight this here. It's also separated in the blog post, particularly because it's a very specific capability here from Defender Vulnerability Management. And lastly, Defender Vulnerability Management. It's a very exciting piece of news because I've been following the release of this particular solution since its inception into public preview a couple of years back. Now we have the ability to request support for CVE right from the dashboard. So in case there is a specific CVE which is not supported by Defender Vulnerability Management and it is critical for your organization, you have the option to submit CVE support. So to see this new option, all you have to do is to navigate to a particular weakness page within the portal, search for the CVE, and if it's not supported, you'll have the option to support this CVE, such as we can see here on this image from the blog post. So we're going to have a button there to support this CVE. With this, I've ran you through some of the exciting news for Defender XDR platform, some of its capabilities here for the month of December 23. If you do want to learn more and more details and even more blogs all about these capabilities, make sure you reach out to the official platform and the official link in the description of this video. If you like this kind of videos, make sure you like and subscribe for more. Thank you. See you next time.